one button macro. Just for perspective, I've tried to really simplify it as I've gotten older. Really, it's become a hassle to play really an extended amount of time and have consistent gameplay with it. And so, similar to my Druid one button, I found something and was able to modify it to work for it and use it in PvP settings that comes with it. So, this week alone, tested it with some additions and changes to it. Was able to get 2400 and solo BGB blitz with it. Been doing it for arenas as well this season. So it works at higher levels. Works functioning with it. Really, where it boils down to is just making sure you have it set for your setting and ping course and everything else. So for perspective, when you're doing it, it comes with the weak ore setting as well. You can actually go ahead and press the button. What it's going to do is it's going to go through and do a significant amount of damage, of course, on your opener. Use your trinkets when needed. Obviously, you're using your PvP trinkets, so you have to disable that option with it. And then, of course, your ult and control modifiers for your different abilities. Now, this one's got a weak ore kit that comes with it as well, which makes it really nice. The beauty of it is that you still do substantial damage with it, and still functions without having any issues in terms of it. Now, if you use the control modifiers for other things, you may have to make adjustments to that, but basically freeing up 5 to 6 buttons with one button, you can adjust just going through your 1 through 6 button options with it. So, good way to do it. How you set it up is really the important part. So more than anything, you're going to want to have your sequences loaded in there. Once you get that sequence, you'll paste it in there, click import, and it'll load your sequences up here. I use a few different ones with my warrior because I do different aspects like PvE, PvP, Mythic Plus, so on and so forth. And so, of course, I have some different ones for my different specs as well. Protection, Fury, Arms. Arms is probably one of the least required ones, but still convenient if you're having an off day or just feeling sluggish in terms of your button pressing. So once you get into your rotation, what you do before you get into it is you'll set your key bindings up. So for instance, on my skill talents that I use my PvP ones with, I have my Zyos Fury AoE and Zyos Fury AoE. Go over here, and just to show you, I had to make some revisions with the trinket usage. As you can see, with different control modifiers and ult modifiers on there, you can set up different stuff, and then you go through your sequence. Now, the important part to it, and really kind of the thing that puts it all together, is on your mouse. If you've got a gaming mouse, works on the Razer, that's convenient. As you can see with my modifiers here, I just have it set to none plus, and then of course enable turbo, and it basically presses 20 clicks every second. So it allows me to cycle through my rotation with it. I have a relatively low ping to the server, and I don't have any latency issues. If you're having latency issues, you may want to make that adjustment based on how your rotation's responding with it. There are some times when it could potentially be better or worse, but it's all relative to really situation in terms of what it goes. But for the most consistent across the board PvP, do a good chunk of damage, this is what I found works for me. So bind your buttons, I have my AoE, or my single target, my AoE. And then of course, on my key bindings with it, I'll have it set right here to my specific talent loadouts if I need them to. For instance, my onslaught GSE, I have it set right there. Now, the actual program itself is called GSE. The add-on, is called GSE. And you can find that on the Curse Forge with it. Now, the cool thing is that you can actually go over to Wild Lazy Macros. I should have had it pulled up. Naughty boy, sorry. Wild Lazy Macros, and they'll actually have a good chunk of them in terms of it. Now, Orbalisk does a really good job writing it. He gives you a breakdown of how it's worked out, how it functions, and he always highlights to you that these are based on what he does and how he performs. Obviously, you can make your adjustments that come along with it. So, in terms of it, you can actually get the weak aura set up here, and of course, the talent combination that you need for that. Now, if you decide to do the weak auras are right here. You just import your weak auras into your weak aura and then let it update with it, and then once you engage your combo, it'll show for you. Super convenient because you then know when to use your alt and control modifiers that come with it. So overall, GSE has been super helpful. It's allowed me to get over 2K on a lot of classes that I just learned or picked up this season, including my Feral. But for my warrior, where I've played for 20 plus years, really it's just given my hand some relaxation, if you will, in playing Fury, because Fury's been such a dominant spec this first season. So overall, really good. If you have any questions specifically how to set up, or you're having issues in terms of writing your own, feel free to hit me up in the comments below. If you have any questions just overall on how to set up your windows or how to make it function, please hit me up and just let me know what I can do for it. Until next time, hope to hear from you guys, and if you like enough, go ahead and hit the follow button. Thank you.